Yo, what up guys? Leo Mooky here, and I'm back with another part of What If Izuku Had a Job Class Quirk. This is part 4. In the last part, Izuku basically met Himiko Toga, who wanted to kill him for his blood, but defeats her and spares her, and begins having a kinship with her due to her unable to control her quirk's urges. Since he also can't control his quirk since it suppresses all of his emotions after all. So he brings her home with him with the dismay of his mother, but Inko allows it for the time being at least. Soon he was accepted into UA, but the most happiest moment of his life doesn't even feel like it's just a normal day to him at all. There's only one thing left, and that is to defeat Bakugou before heading into UA. So, with that said, let's get into this as the two Quirk teenagers begin fighting within the Kendo Club's practice room, as Bakugou sends a flurry of explosions towards Izuku, but Izuku dodges every one and blocks all of them as well with his iron staff. And he soon knocks Bakugou back, as Bakugou soon recovers from the attack and rushes right back at Izuku once again by trying to grab his face and then explode it. However, Izuku uses the bow staff to hit his arm up, and as the explosion hit the top end of the practice room ceiling, with Izuku soon jabbing him in the gut with the iron staff as well, knocking Bakugou back again on his feet, but then landing on his butt, with Izuku spinning it on the top of him and then placing it right beside him, and saying, "Seriously, is that all you got, Kachan? I expected better, but wait, this is what I expect from somebody who only focuses more on trying to become intimidating and using his quirk in an arrogant, selfish manner." As Bakugou saying, "Why you? Don't look down on me! Deku!" As Izuku saying, "My name's not Deku anymore, Kachan." As then, Izuku tosses his bow staff on the side and then gets into a fighting stance and says, "Skill, force palm!" As then, a powerful gust of wind coming from his hand blasts Bakugou back like it was nothing. As Bakugou saying, how the hell did you?" As then, Izuku was already in front of Bakugou saying, "Skill, swift rush!" As he begins hitting Bakugou side by side, moving from hitting him in the front, the back, the side, and then having an upper kick, and then having a high kick to Bakugou's chin, sending him upwards, before Izuku jumped in the air and saying, "Skill, sky drop kick!" As then he spins upwards in the air before kicking Bakugou down back to the floor, as Bakugou soon coughs up a little bit of blood after being hit that hard by Izuku. As Izuku saying, "Are you done yet, Kachan? Do you now see the level that you are and how powerful I have become?" Say, damn it, you've been hiding this all this damn time." Saying, "Well, not really, I've been hiding it. If anything, I've been training in secret, trying to figure out this quirk. The first time I showed you, I was in my monk fighter class, but over time, while I was doing all these clubs, also doing a part-time job, I've been putting in skill points, trying to level my classes up and gaining new abilities in the process. And lo and behold, all that hard work finally pays off." As Bakugou saying, "What the hell are you talking about? My quirk, it's called Job Class. I can switch from multiple classes like you would see in an RPG. And not only that, with certain activities I do, I gain skill points. I become stronger by leveling up these classes and then promote them into more powerful classes. Doing this is how I was able to pass the entrance exam with flying colors after all. As Bakugou's saying, damn it, that's not fair. That's not fair. How does a quirk like that exist? It shouldn't exist. As Izuku saying, you're right, it shouldn't exist. And I don't know why it does. Because personally, I hate this quirk. I despise it. It's saying, what the hell are you talking about? With Izuku looking at Bakugou and then looking at his hand, saying, limitless ultimate power with skills and weapons coming from this strength alone. It's amazing, but it comes at the price of my emotions, my feelings. I can't express how I truly feel to people anymore. To them, I look like an empty husk that doesn't care about anything. The only way I'm able to express how I truly feel is through my actions, and my actions alone. They do say actions speak louder than words. However, in this case, sometimes both words and actions are needed to get your point across. But for me, I feel nothing when I speak to people. I feel nothing when I talk to them or how they talk to me. Absolutely nothing. It's only when I fight, only when I use my quirk at its fullest capabilities that I can feel something. I can feel like my old self again. But it's only when I'm done fighting, when I'm done using my quirk. Then he deactivates his war monk class and goes back to his regular school uniform and says, I turn back to this. Turn back to an emotionless husk. So, Kachan, you can hate me all you want because of my powerful quirk. You can prove that you're better than me in any other way. Keep on training. But there is one thing that you do have an upper hand on me about. You can actually express how you feel to people through your words. I can't. That's the one thing you'll always have an upper hand on me about. And I hope that makes you happy. Because honestly, I'm now envious of you more than I have ever been in my entire life now. As Bakugou hears this, shocked, surprised, and literally just speechless after everything he's heard from Izuku. As Izuku saying, hang on, let me heal you. As he switches from his subclass to White Mage. As then his appearance changed with Bakugou surprised again, saying, so you weren't joking. Saying, why the hell would I be joking when I told you everything? As then saying, heal. As soon Bakugou's wounds began healing, as the pain and began disappearing, even the blood that came out of his mouth soon fades. As Bakugou surprised and says, Midoriya, so you done calling me Deku? Good, because it was starting to get annoying, Kachan. So now I guess I can stop calling you Kachan now, right, Bakugou? As Cell saying, look, you can leave if you want. I still got to clean up our little fight. So get back home. I'm pretty sure Aunt Mitsuki is worried about you. As Bakugou saying, shut up. Just shut up. I'm sorry, Izuku. I'm sorry about everything that you've gone through secretly. As he's saying, don't be. I've made peace with my quirk now. And now that I've settled things with you, I got no regrets on what happens in the future when we go to UA. This is all I wanted to do. Can you understand that? As Bakugou saying, yeah, I can. See you tomorrow, I guess, Midoriya. As he soon leaves the kendo club, but then tears began rolling down his eyes as he begins walking from the school grounds, saying, damn it, he's so much stronger than me. And yet, the stronger he gets, the more less of a human being he becomes. The less the person he used to be. He's no longer Deku. And he's not even Izuku Midoriya anymore. He's something else. Something that I need to help. I need to make sure that he doesn't turn into a monster. At least the way he is now. As soon he leaves the school grounds, with Izuku almost finished cleaning up the Kendo Club from the tons of explosions and blood marks all over. As Izuku's saying, well, that takes care of that. Better go back to the office and put away the Kendo Club key. As he soon leaves, as the weeks go by and days go by, Izuku going to club, still finishing up clubs, and also going to work as usual. As he was soon finishing up work, he soon runs into a certain someone that he didn't expect to see again, as it being the same girl with the spiky ponytail. As he's saying, oh, you're the girl that had the lost necklace, so how are you doing? As saying, I'm fine. I wanted to know who you are. Saying, oh, of course. Oh yeah, you're going to UA, am I correct? Saying, how did you, just a guess. I'm Izuku Midoriya, and I'll be in class 1A this year. What about you? Momo Yairozu. It's a pleasure. And I'll be in class 1A as well, alongside you. As he's saying, cool. I hope we can become close friends. As saying, me too. You might want to keep your distance from me for the time being. I may have just got off work, but there is a little something that most people wouldn't want to get close to me for a bit. At least outside of school. As saying, why would you say something like that? Saying, it's just a little warning, that's all. As he soon walks off, Momo soon just confused. As Izuku soon goes through an alleyway and says, you can come out, Himiko. You don't need to keep on tracking me after I leave work. Saying, aw, I can't. I just want to make sure that you're okay. As Izuku saying, so you make sure not to kill any girl that comes or talks to me? Or anyone else that gets in your way? Saying, what makes you think that? Because I know you're trying your best to make sure that you're not going to kill anyone, but when it comes to basically around me and other girls or anyone else that talks to me, I can tell you find it hard for you to control yourself. Isn't that right? Saying, well, you might be right. As Izuku soon sighs, saying, come on, I'm pretty sure Mom is worried about you, so let's go. You're lucky I haven't told her that you're literally a villain. Saying, I still appreciate that, Izu. As Izuku saying, yeah. On the way back home, Iko begins telling Izuku, look, you got a letter from your father. As saying, it looks like he might want to congratulate you on making it into UA. As Izuku saying, from Dad? I haven't heard anything from him in years. And now he wants to say something? Well, whatever. I'll read it when I get into my room. But thank you, Mom. After that interaction, Izuku begins reading the letter, as he says that he's proud of him for making it into UA after everything that he's been through. And also realize that maybe his quirk seems like it's hard to control, but with enough practice and enough understanding of it, tells him that he may gain what he once lost from it back into his life again. As Izuku was surprised hearing this, saying, wait, what is he talking about my emotions? How does he, I never told Mom that. How the hell is he? As Izuku is shocked and surprised, wondering how the hell does he know that he's lost his emotions. He never told his father that he's lost them, ever. After that, a couple weeks later, Izuku is now ready to go to UA as he soon gets on his school uniform with both his mom and Himiko wishing him luck on to UA as Izuku saying thank you, you two, and have a good day. As he heads to UA, he soon takes the train just as usual, so mostly since he can't really use his quirk right now. As soon Izuku arrives at UA and goes through the massive school trying to find his classroom, Class 1A, as he soon thinks there's only a few people that I know who's going to be in Class 1A. Most likely Kachan, due to him getting second place, of course. And then there's Momo Yaoyorozu. I wonder who else will be Class 1A. Can't help but being a little bit curious as Izuku saying, that's weird. I actually felt something there. I guess maybe somewhat my emotions may be coming back. And soon he arrives at Class 1A and soon opens the door. He sees everyone in Class 1A as usual, and as he soon sees a boy with blue hair arguing with his typical old childhood friend, Katsuki Bakugou, as he soon hears the conversation saying, "You are putting your feet on the desk of our predecessors. Why would you besmirch school equipment like this?" As Bakugou saying, "So, do you just have a stick up your ass, or are you like this with everyone, or just me?" As the blue-haired boy soon just takes a deep breath saying, "I guess we've got on the wrong foot here. My name is Tenya Ida from the Somei Private School Academy, and I," as Bakugou saying, "Oh, Somei, huh? So they think you're better than me because you went to an all-fancy school. I can't wait to rip you a new one." With Ida surprised about the comment saying, "You would threaten me? Your own classmate? Are you sure you're in the right place?" As Izuku saying, no, he's in the right place. This is just the usual person he is, that's all. As Bakugou saying, "Midoriya, as he begins walking to Izuku. As Izuku stops him saying, "I know what you're about to say. You want to say you apologize after finding out about rescue points and everything. Am I right?" He's saying, "How did you? I can tell it all over your face, that's all. It's hard not to read." Just saying though. But to be honest, anyone could have figured out rescue points if they just, instead of just focusing on following the rules, you should just focus on following your heart. As after saying this, Izuku saying, "Like I'm one to talk. I can only follow my heart when I'm in combat and use my quirk, and that's it." As he soon here saying, "Hey, I know that messy hair from anywhere." As he soon turns around saying, "You must be Ochako Uraraka. It's good to see that you're in this class as well." Saying, "Hey, you remember me, even though it's only been a couple of months since we last seen each other." Saying, "I got a good memory, that's all." After saying this, he says, "In case you might have forgotten my name is Izuku Midoriya. Pleasure." Saying, "Yeah, it's good to meet you." As he soon looks around, he sees both Jiro and Momo like before. As he thinks, well, I guess it makes sense. After all, she did say she was going to be in his class, but I didn't expect to see Jiro. Guess that's one surprise after another. As soon he gets out of his train of thought, as he soon looks behind Ochako saying, "Sir, can I ask on who you are?" As he says, "Pretty perceptive of you. My name is Shota Aizawa. I'm your homeroom classroom teacher." After saying this, he soon grabs the sleeping bag and walks to the front of the class from the podium. As he says, "Personally, I want to see what you all are capable of. So," as he soon gets something out of his sleeping bag saying, "Put these on and meet me outside at the training field. I won't take any tardiness to granted." After hearing this, everyone was kind of confused about this, except Izuku saying, "I get it. He wants us to test our quirks. It only makes sense. This is UA after all. Unlike normal schools, they don't go under the traditional means, since this is mostly the school that trains the best heroes. After this, Izuku grabs a gym uniform and saying, "Are you all just going to sit down, or are you coming or not?" Like he said, he doesn't take tardies. At this, he soon walks out, with everyone kind of confused about Izuku's tone, if anything. A couple minutes later, everyone soon arrives at the practice field. As Aizawa was saying, "Good, you're all here," and no one's late. That's good to see. After this, Ochako soon asks, "Sir, are we going to miss the orientation ceremony or entrance ceremony?" With Aizawa saying, "You're part of the hero course class. You don't have time to waste on pointless stuff like that. Every moment you have is precious time you can spend training and improving yourselves." As soon, he pulls out a ball from behind him and tosses it to Izuku. "Midoriya, you got the highest score in the entrance exam. Tell me, what was your farthest throw in junior high?" And she's saying, "At least 90 meters, I guess." As everyone's surprised, saying, "Really? 90 meters? As Aizawa was saying, "Really? Okay then. Okay, try throwing this, but this time using your quirk this as well." As Izuku saying, "All right, if you say so." After this, everyone wanted to see what Izuku is capable of. In his base form, he's able to throw it at least 90 meters. So I wonder what he's really capable of. As Izuku saying, "War Monk," as he transforms into his War Monk class, as everyone is shocked and surprised, seeing that his appearance has changed, as he begins to stretch and take a deep breath, as he throws the ball as hard as he can, but this time he isn't using any skills, as then it's sent flying into the air, as it creates a small shockwave, with it being over at least 750 meters into the air, as everyone is shocked to see this, with Izuku taking off his War Monk class and going back into his regular gym uniform, and saying, "Will that do, Mr. Aizawa?" Saying, "Good, it's actually pretty good. Thanks, Midoriya." "You're welcome, sir." As he soon goes back in line, with everyone actually shocked at seeing this, with Bakugou clenching his fist, saying, I had to remember. He has no emotions. He's not trying to be arrogant. He has no emotion." And soon, everyone begins getting excited about this. With Aizawa saying, "I want to see what you're all truly capable of. So, you should use your quirks to give it everything you got." Soon, both Kaminari and Mina begin saying, "So we get to use our quirks? This is awesome. Aw man, I didn't think we could use our quirks all we want." After hearing this, Izuku saying, "Well, looks like we've unlocked Pandora's box." With Ochako and Ida looking at Izuku, with Ochako saying, "Why do you say that, Midoriya?" With Ida saying, "Yes, why do you?" As just give it a minute. With Aizawa saying, "Oh, so you're gonna think this is gonna be fun? Okay, how about this? The one with the lowest score will be expelled." As everyone hears this in shocked and surprised, with everyone freaking out, except Izuku, with Ochako saying, "But that's not fair. We worked so hard to get in this school. You can't expel us on the very first day." As Aizawa was saying, "Again, you really believe this world is supposed to be fair? No, nothing in this world is fair." As he's saying, "Power-hungry villains, natural disasters, all of these are not fair. It's your job as heroes to combat that unfairness by giving it everything you got to save them. Understand that, Uraraka?" As she soon hear this and realize her argument was basically pointless. As he's saying, "You all have to give it your all. Show what you're capable of. You have to go beyond, plus ultra." As Izuku saying, "I couldn't agree anymore, sir." And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I would love to read them. And also like and subscribe, which really helps out the channel a lot. Also, check out my Discord and my gaming channels, which I'll leave links to them in the description below in case you wanted to know. So, with all that said, this is Mooky signing out. Later, guys.